Okay, we in Jeremiah 25 and 34. I've been talking about these post-up preachers all day. He's talking to you. What he say? Jeremiah 25:34 says, "How ye shepherds," that's these pastors, these preachers, and cry. He said, "How you shepherds," that's these pastors, these preachers that's over the flock of the Most High, the children of Israel. And cry, he said, and wallow yourselves in the ashes. That's humility. Ye principal of the flock, for the days of your slaughter and of your dispersions are accomplished, and ye shall fall like a pleasant vessel. And the shepherd shall have no way to flee, ain't no way to run, he's saying, nor the principal of the flock to escape. A voice of the cry of the shepherds and in howling of the principal of the flock shall be heard, for the Most High has spoiled their pasture. And the peaceable habitations are cut down because of the fierce anger of the Most High. He hath forsaken his covert as the lion, for their land is desolate because of the fierceness of the oppressor and because of his fierce anger. Man, somebody said, Jeremiah 23:1 say, "Woe, mean destruction, be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture," said the Most High. That's why the Most High said, we got to seek his face. But seeking his face, you have our people that are caught up under the philosophies and the religions of all these different religions and so forth. Why the Most High talking to you pastors, he say, "Woe, destruction to be unto you pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture," said the Most High. "Therefore thus said the Most High, power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock." So I call them scatterbrain. He said, "You have scattered my flock and driven them away." Driven them away from what? This truth, the laws of the Most High, the commandments of the Most High. Since you say we're not under them, you have scattered my flock and driven them away. Well, religion come from a Latin word, religio, mean to hold back, keep down, and restrain them from learning the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and driven them away from the truth, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, said the Most High. That's what you heard what he said. Okay, you can't make it no clearer. Jeremiah 25:34, he said, "Going to visit you for the evil of your doings if you don't repent and come back to the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High and start teaching what it is that you're supposed to be teaching the people in righteousness. Howl, ye shepherds, and cry, and wallow yourself in the ashes, ye principal of the flock. For the days of your slaughter and of your dispersions are accomplished, and ye shall fall like a pleasant vessel. Pleasant vessel. And the shepherds shall have no way to flee. Ain't no way you're going to be able to run. Nor the principal of the flock to escape. A voice of the cry of the shepherds, plural. All you preachers out there that's got these mega churches and you teaching our people wrong. The voice of the cry of the shepherds and in the howling of the principal of the flock shall be heard. For the Most High has spoiled their pasture. Better ask somebody, man. This is serious. As serious could be. Can't get no serious than this. And see what you doing, the things you doing. Most High. And y'all getting ready for Christmas. Go to Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which the Most High speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, O family of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Thus say the Most High. What do he say? Learn not the way of the heathen. Hear that? He said, don't learn the way of the heathen. These other nations outside of we being the 12 tribes of Israel. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Why? Because the Most High said in Psalms 96:5, for all the gods of the nations are idols. But the Most High made the heavens because they are amazed and elated with all the things that the Most High made in the heavens. That's their gods. Listen, for the customs of the people are vain. These heathen, these other nations, their customs are vain. But one cut of a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen, with the axe, this Christmas tree. They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. You got to fasten it down. Put that little cross on the bottom and nail those nails so it can stand up straight. They deck it with silver and with gold, decking it all out. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, standing straight up, but speak not. Why would he say a Christmas tree, a tree, why you got to tell us to speak not? If thou can say. They must needs be born. They must needs be carried. Because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them. Why would he say be not afraid of them? If thou can say. Because I know there's an idol place here in Long Beach, and they sell nothing but idols. And now they move those idols back and they put those Christmas trees right there. It's an idol. And you think about it, it's an idol, and you have to bow down on your knees gently to put any present under that tree. And that's an idol. It's an idol. And you got to bow down to get that present from underneath that tree. It's an idol. That's why I say they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born. You got to carry them because they cannot go by themselves. It's an idol. Be not afraid of them, but they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. See? So this is what we're looking at. Pagan stuff, you know. This come from Nimrod had an affair with his mother, Semiramis. They had a baby named Tammuz. Nimrod got killed. And his mother, Semiramis, said his spirit was in the tree. And if you don't come and bring gifts and presents put under this tree, represent Nimrod, who was set up as a god, an idol, then his spirit will come and destroy you. That's why he's saying, they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must be carried, which is born, because they cannot go by themselves. Be not afraid of them. See? Our people is you know how superstitious we are. Man. Look at verse 21. It say, for the pastors are become beautish and have not sought the Most High. Else they be telling you that you got to keep his laws. They be going over the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws. They're not dealing with no Christmas, but dealing with the holy days that the Most High say we're supposed to be keeping, and the days that we say we're going to honor and getting the victory over our enemies. For the pastors are become beautish and have not sought the Most High. Therefore shall they not prosper, and all their flocks shall be scattered. It's cold, y'all. So let's look at go back to Jeremiah 44. Go to Jeremiah 44 and we're going to look at verse 15. So then all the men knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt, in Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Most High, we will not hearken unto thee. This is why we jacked up, y'all. All this day I've been bringing forth the word of the Most High. There's somebody fit this category right to this day. As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name by Shama Mashak Yahushua, we will not hearken unto thee. This is what you're probably saying right to this day. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth. We're going to do what we want to do. To burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven. That's Semiramis, y'all. Nimrod's wife / she was his mother. Nimrod was her son. Dang. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her. That's that eggnog. As we have done, we and our fathers, our kings, and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals and were well and saw no evil. The same thing, ain't no different. And we're going to go deep into it once we go into the Feast of Dedication. The same thing. This in the Babylonian Empire. But look what happened with us in the Greek Empire. Go to 1 Maccabees, the 1st chapter, and verse 13. No, the verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men. That was the women saying that in Jeremiah 44th chapter. Now here goes some wicked men of Israel. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men. This in the Greek Empire, the first empire of the so-called white man, the Edomites, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant, that's a contract agreement, with the heathen, with the Edomites that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Sound familiar? Same thing they were saying. The women were saying. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein, breaking the Most High's laws, that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. What did the Most High tell us in Jeremiah 10:2? He said, learn not the way of the heathen. But they were so forward against the Most High's laws that they went to the king, that he would give them a license to sin. They'll follow the orders of the heathen. Remember, all the gods of the nations are idols. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen. See, that's something that we didn't do. Like y'all going to them gyms and so forth, that's the custom of the heathen. They had us in coliseums. It's in here. This is where it is. They built exercises. We didn't have that. According to the customs of the heathen. We didn't have that. We didn't deal with that. Look, the Most High said in Jeremiah 9:25, hear the word of the Most High. He said, behold, the days come. Future prophecy, said the Most High, that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised. You see, he letting you know he gonna get you. Because we the circumcised, the Israelites, and you go on dealing with these other nations and following their customs, when the Most High said, learn not the way of the heathen, and here we are. Why he had to come back in Jeremiah 10:2 to say the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen. He just told us. 2 Maccabees 4:15. 2 Maccabees 4:15. We in the Greek Empire. Let's read verse 14. That the priests had no course to serve any more at the altar, but despising the temple and neglecting the sacrifices, hasten to be partakers of the unlawful allowance in the place of exercise. See? Like y'all going to these gyms. It's from the Greeks, from the so-called white men. After the game of discus called them forth. Not setting by the honors of their fathers. Hear that? Not setting by the honors of their fathers, meaning our forefathers followed the laws of the Most High, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. Like some of you. Our people out there that work all up in corporate America, or they in the entertainment business, y'all are nothing but a bunch of robots and puppets. You know, you could do this, you can't do this. All the money that we have, millions and millions and millions to billions and billions and billions, we don't have nothing to show for it. Nothing that we can say, this is a black area right here. They got Chinatown, they got Ethiopian town, they got Korean town, they got all these different towns. Where's the Israelite town? Or just a black man's town? Or an Afro-American town in all these different cities? All the money that we have. You can't put your money together to do nothing. Don't you sign contracts to say that? When you get so much money, you got to give an account what you going to do with it. You ain't free, man. You in captivity. Rich and in captivity. Paying tribute. For real, for real. But oh, it's coming. It's coming. But going back to Jeremiah, I think we can go to the Jeremiah 7. I think that's what I want. Yeah. Jeremiah 7 and verse 4. It say, trust ye not in lying words. It say, trust ye not in lying words, saying, the temple of the Most High, the temple of the Most High, the temple of the Most High are these. The Catholic Church, Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witness, Holiness, Apostolic, Seventh-day Adventists are these. Verse 8, behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. You trust in lying words that cannot profit. Verse 17, seest thou not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? You say, see what they doing? In the streets of Jerusalem and Judah, the children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the woman knead their dough, like y'all make all these bakery goods during this time of year, to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven. Hear that? Making cakes to the Queen of Heaven. You follow traditions, this is what you're doing, whether you realize it or not. You making cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. Do they provoke me to anger? Said the Most High. Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? Don't even know who they are. Don't even know they're Israelites. Confusion of their own faces. Therefore, thus say the Most High Power, behold, mine anger and my fury shall be poured out upon this place, upon man and upon beast and upon the trees of the field, and upon the fruit of the ground, and it shall burn and shall not be quenched. Thus say the Most High Power of hosts, the power of Israel. Put your burnt offerings unto your sacrifices and eat flesh. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings and sacrifices. But this thing commanded I them, as he commanded us now, saying, Obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people. So if you're telling the people that you don't have to keep the Most High's laws that he wrote with his finger, the work of the Most High, you ain't operating with the Most High. He ain't your power. That's probably why you're doing what you're doing, because you rolling with some other entity. It ain't the Most High. You hear what he said? But this thing commanded I them when we came out of Egyptian captivity into the wilderness, saying, Obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. Understand this. I might sound like however I sound, but you still my brothers, and you still my sisters. That's why I'm here to warn you, so that you ain't got to go through the things that's prophesied. There's so much that's prophesied about in the word concerning the judgment that the Most High gonna bring down. That's why I'm trying to here to warn you before it's too late. Jeremiah 7:25, since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants the prophets, daily, rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearkened not unto me, nor inclined their ear, but hardened their neck. They did worse than their fathers. You hear that? Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But thou shalt say unto them, This is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Most High their power, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished, the laws of the Most High is perished, because you saying we ain't under them, and it's cut off from their mouth. Cut off thine hair, O Jerusalem, and cast it away, and take up a lamentation on high places, for the Most High hath rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath. For the children of Judah, who we are, have done evil in my sight, said the Most High Power. They have set their abomination in the house which is called by my name, to pollute it. You know, y'all got pork, fat back, and all kind of abominations in the church, man. Verse 32, Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Most High, that it shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Sinim, but the valley of slaughter. For they shall bury in Tophet till there be no place. See, you're going to bury till there ain't no place to bury. That's how many people he say he's killing. And the carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowls of the heaven. Shall let the buzzards eat us up. And for the beasts of the earth, wild animals going to be eating us up. And none shall fray them away. Ain't nobody going to scare them away. There will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth, no more happiness. The voice of gladness, no more gladness. The voice of the bridegroom, no more husbands getting married. The voice of the bride, no more women getting married. For the land shall be desolate. The land is desolate. I've seen it. Unbelievable. I mean, it's really, really unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Beautiful land. That's the land that the Most High loves. But the land is desolate. Go to Baruch, the 4th chapter. Verse 6, it says, You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, We as the Israelites were sold to the nation. We read the Bible, we mostly in captivity under these other nations. You were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath. You were delivered unto the enemies. Not your friends, but delivered unto the enemies. For you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. That's the land. That the Most High said, the land shall be desolate. This the land. For when the land saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, hearken. Hearken. That's why I said Jeremiah 8:27. Therefore thou shalt speak speak all these words unto them, to we the children of Israel, but they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. So the land telling us. It's cold, boy. It says, verse 7, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, hearken, listen, O ye that dwell about Zion, the Most High have brought upon me great mourning. The land is mourning for us not being there. For I saw the captivity of my sons and of my daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them, because we didn't follow his laws, statutes, commandments. The same thing that you preachers saying that we not under. Why we're in captivity to this day. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Let no man rejoice over me, a widow, and forsaken of many, who for the sins of my children am left desolate. Remember what he said. Jeremiah 8:34. For the land shall be desolate. So the land telling you that it's left desolate. You see how that goes together? Y'all talking about the Apocrypha is not canon. Legit as can be. It says, verse 11, with joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Let no man rejoice over me, a widow, and forsaken of many, who for the sins of my children am left desolate. You know, sin is a transgression of the laws of the Most High, because they departed from the law of the Most High. You hear that? Because they departed from the law of the Most High. Can y'all hear that, preachers? We in captivity to this day because we departed from the law of the Most High. They knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness, which is the laws of the Most High. Deuteronomy 6:25. Let them that dwell about Zion come, and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting hath brought upon them, because he told us he gonna do it, he did it. He's not a man he should lie. We broke his law, so therefore he told us he's gonna put us in captivity. He's gonna turn his face away from us, and the heathen know this. For he hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation. Hear that? A shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither reverence old man nor pity child. Let you know, they don't care about nobody. These have carried away the dear beloved, children of the widow, and left her that was alone desolate, without daughters. But what can I help you? How can I help you, the land says? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. Hallelujah. Go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. Isn't that what he said? Jeremiah 7:34. For the land shall be desolate. The land said, I am left desolate. Verse 20. I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Most High as the land is crying to the Most High. This is a solution. Cry unto the Most High. You got to add that to the fearing the Most High. Repent and keep the commandments of the Most High and cry unto the Most High. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Most High, and he shall deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. Plural. For my hope is in the everlasting. That's the Most High. That he will save you. And joy is come unto me from the Holy One because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting our Savior. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, as said previously. But the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Remember it says everlasting joy and everlasting mercy. Now it's adding everlasting gladness. Like as now, the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity. All these nations seen our captivity. So shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. My children suffer patiently. That's why you got to go into. In our affliction we shall seek him early. Say, suffer patiently. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy have persecuted thee. See? Let them know our enemy has persecuted us. But surely thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. My delight, my delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High. And told us twice. The land said it's crying to the Most High, and told us twice to cry unto the Most High. For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. Us being returned to the Most High, seek him 10 times more. But he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. See, that saved us, Luke, the 1st chapter, and verse 68. That's what it's all about. Blessed be the Most High power of Israel. Make no doubt about it. He's the power of Israel. For he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up an horn, which is a power of salvation. That's power from authority for us in the house of his servant David. Mashiach coming out of the tribe of Judah. Hebrews 7:14. For this evidence of the fact that our power of Mashiach sprang out of Judah, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, that which have been since the world began, that we, the 12 tribes of Israel, 1/3, mind you, should be saved from who? From our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. That's salvation. That's being saved. That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, who was given to Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, to the 12 tribes of Israel. Only the covenant, the agreement, the contract that he had with Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, to the 12 tribes of Israel. And his mercies, perform the mercy promise to our fathers, Isaiah 14:1. That's why I say, it's amazing how our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because they don't know the Bible. They don't know what the Bible. Mercy promised to our Father, here we are, for the mercy that's promised to us, that he promised to our forefathers. Isaiah 14:1. For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob, and yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers, these other nations, shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. They're going to cleave to us. They're going to say, we know that the Most High is with you. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Most High for servants and handmaids. They're going to be captives. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Now we're going to get rest. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, against America, and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Most High have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, non-stop. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hinder it. The whole earth is at rest. See that? When they brought down, the whole earth gonna be at rest, and it's quiet. They break forth into singing. Man, it's gonna be the day, man. But I want to add something. Go to Judges 10:10. Book of Judges 10 verse 10. Because we need solution. We need to hear solutions. Just what happened before, it could happen right now. It's the land just told us. Crying to the Most High. The land said it's crying to the Most High. Now here we are. The last time we got to deal with any type of captivity. Judges 10:10. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High, saying, we have sinned. We have sinned against thee. That's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High, that we admit that we have sinned. We're sinners. We have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our power and also served Baalim. And the Most High said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines? All these people had us in, these nations had us in captivity. The Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Maonites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. Now see, these nations know this. This is a solution. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, these other religions and so forth. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Go cry unto the ones that you believe in. Beside the Most High power, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. He said, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And the children of Israel said, that's what we said. Unto the Most High. We have sinned. That's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. We have sinned. Do thou unto us whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee this day. And they put away the strange gods, all the different religions that they were dealing with, that we can relate to today, from among them, and served the Most High, his laws, statutes, commandments. And his soul was grieved for the misery of Israel. He delivered us. So Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High. He would have said, be afraid, be scared of the Most High, and keep his commandments. Hear that? Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. What is this? For this is the whole duty of man. His commandments are the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment. He gonna bring every last one of us, our works, into judgment of how we have kept the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. You hear that? So you got a choice. You gonna bring it? So with that, I hope this edifying, and we're gonna continue on Hosea 5:15 until we finish. And with that, I'll say Krum Most High, Krum Hamashiach Yahushai, and Krum Yasharala, and I'm out. Shalom.